Okay, hello everybody, and today we're dealing with equations with fractions too, specifically equations with unknown in their denominators. There are times when you would have equations which would have unknown elements in the denominator, and like I said in the last class, is the first example. Like I said in the last class, you have to always keep in mind that what you do to the left hand side, you do to the right hand side of your equation. This is a simple question, and the most natural thing based on precedence would have been to just cross multiply, which will give you 9z is equals to 30. This is 9 over 10 is equals to 3 over z, and then you have 9z is equals to 30, and z is equals to 30 over 9, which you could solve further. But let me give you a different perspective. If you found the LCM of 10 and z, that would be 10z, right? Now, if you have 10z as your LCM, you multiply all the terms in that equation by that LCM so that you are ensured that you have an equivalent fraction, that all the terms remain equivalent. That is why you need to multiply everything by the same number, in this case by the LCM. So you have 9 over 10 times 10z is equals to 3 over z times 10z. And this gives you 10 would cancel out 10, so you have 9z is equals to z will cancel out it 30, and we have again 9z is equals to 30. Z is equals to 30 over 9, and you can see that we're still on the same page. Now let's move to something slightly more elaborate, I should say. 3 whole number 3 over 5 minus 12 over 25x is equals to 0. Remember I told you that when you have a mixed fraction, the easiest thing is for you to change it into an improper fraction. So you have 5 times 3, 15, plus 3, you have 18 over 5 minus 12 over 25x is equals to 0. Now, if we get the LCM of this, 5 can go into 25, so your LCM is easily 25x. And with 25x, you multiply each term by 25x, which gives us 18 over 5 times 25x minus 12 over 25x times 25x. That's our second term. 0 times 25x. So this gives you 0. Now this would cancel this out, and you would have 12. 5 would cancel 25, and you would have 5. So you have 5 times 8, 5x times 18. 5 times 8 is 40. So you have 90x minus 12 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 90x, is equals to 12. 12 is going to this side, so that you've added 12 here, you must add to the right hand side. X is going to give you 12 over 90, and you can solve this further on so you get to the lowest term. Now let me give you a third example very quickly. You have 1 over 9 is equals to 1 over d minus 1 over 18. Again, we look for the LCM. The essence is to clear out the denominators, remember, and what you do to the left-hand side, you must do to the right-hand side of your equation. So our LCM is 18d. So we have 1 over 9, 18d is equals to 1 over d times 18d minus 1 over 18 times 18d. 9 in 18, you have 2, so you have 2d. D takes out d, so you have 18 times 1, which will give you 18. Then 18 takes out 18, and you're left with d. If we collect like terms, you add d to this side and add d to this side, or you bring this d to this side, you have 3d is equals to 18. Therefore, d is equals to 18 over 3, which is equals to 6. So, you can work with some of the practice questions for you to be sure of how much you understand. Practice questions I meant to write. Please use the LCM format here. Don't just cross multiply. While you would get the correct results if you multiply it out or if you cross multiply, but I would prefer you use the LCM so that you would familiarize yourself with that method. This is minus x plus 11 over 3 is equals to 0. Let me give you one more very quickly. You have, I want something with an improper, with a mixed fraction. So let's use 3 over 4 minus 5 over 2t is equals to 0. Just to make it a bit clearer. This question 1 over 40 is equals to 1 over 8y. Question 2, 9 over 4x minus 5 over x plus 11 over 3 is equals to 0. Question 3, 3 whole number 3 over 4 minus 5 over 2t is equals to 0. And that is a wrap.